I want to say this, though, right? Y'all know I'm not voting, and I got my reasons why I'm not going to vote. But I do have some of my opinions, right? I feel like it was very selfish of Biden or the whole Democrat party association, whatever they got going on. I feel like it's very selfish that they allow Biden to continue to run for president. I feel like they should have passed the torch to Kamala. Like this was the perfect moment for her. Like it's like right now I don't feel like we have strong candidates. We don't have strong candidates. I feel like this would have been her perfect time to shine. We already know that she's sharp with the mouth. We already know that whatever value that Biden wants, she's practically the same value. So I feel like it was a little bit selfish to not make that choice to give her this moment to run for presidency. Now, she most likely going to run for presidency in 4 years or in 8 more years. And it's going to be a little bit tougher for her. So it's like, not only is it going to be a little bit tougher for her to run for president, but it's also, again, it's going to be a little bit tougher for a black woman to run for president. So it's like, this was the perfect moment, the perfect chance. Like Joe Biden, like it's like, I personally just feel like he should just enjoy his life right now with his children, with his grandkids. You already made a legacy. You already became president. You did something that you always wanted to do, and that's become president. You ain't have to run for a second term. This should have been the perfect moment to give it to Kamala. And it's like, it's right now, like this, I don't know, like, even, like, with the whole debate and everything going on, I am so, like, not, it's like, oh, my gosh, like, why they just didn't just, somebody said Kamala wouldn't win unless she switched up hard. Look at the actually, I think so, because let's be real, right? America is a big reality TV show. America is a reality TV show, and it's like, I feel like it would have been so controversial for Joe Biden to step down and Kamala just take over. People would have loved it. I mean, like, look at the debate. That was like a Love and Hip Hop show. Like, it's like, it was just a Love and Hip Hop, like, reunion. So it's like, imagine she would have watched Trump. She shared the same values Joe Biden was going to do. Everything they did this past 4 years is already setting up for the next 4 terms. So I don't know, it's just a little selfish for the whole Democrat party to not give her this moment. Because she might not ever get this moment again. That's all I'm saying. What you is it saying? Somebody saying Kamala's a no. Kamala's a no. Okay, and Biden is a yes. They share the same values. They share the same fucking everything. Like, should have just gave her this moment for her. It's almost like, okay, like, it's almost like she would have continued what Biden is doing, so it wouldn't really make a change, but it's still like, bro, I don't know, like, Biden right now is really moving like my pappy. Like, my pappy is only... Well, you know what? I think there is a big difference between 80 and 88, because my granddaddy 88. But it's like, come on, you're in your 80s. And I don't think he's healthy for being 80 years old, because Patti LaBelle just turned 80 years old, and honey, she could sit me down. You could see the difference between Patti LaBelle and Joe Biden. They're not the same type of 80 years old. Like, come on now. So I just don't feel like he's all the way healthy. And I feel like, bro, you already built your legacy. You already became president. You already said you already it's just selfish. It's selfish of them not to give it, not to have Kamala as president. And she knows she wants that seat. She'll be flying. She'll be like, no, I'm okay being a vice president. You know you want to be the president. You should have backdoor Biden. That's what you should have done. You should have backdoor Biden. These white niggas. This was your moment. Them niggas robbed you out your moment. I'm telling you, they robbed you out your moment. You should have been there debating Trump. Listen to me. You need hubbies as your friends. Because this should have been your moment, Kamala. And you know it. You know you want to be the president. You know in the next 4 years it's going to be hard for you to run for candidate. This was your moment. You should have told that nigga, listen, I'll buy you a fucking wheelchair and you get the fuck on. It's my turn now, nigga. So yeah. That is just a little something that I say. Now, I ain't for none of them. I ain't with no Democrats, and I'm not with Republicans. And I kind of told y'all why I'm not for none of them. However, I will say that this should have been a Kamala's moment. Kamala, you should have backdoored Joe Biden. You should have backdoored his ass. I don't give a fuck. Should have been your moment. You should have been up. Because it's like, all right, like, let's say if Kamala would have run for president, right? She would have continued the same thing that Joe Biden did. But you know the thing about it is that they just don't believe in her. They didn't believe in her. That nigga needs to go and retire in Florida. Kamala, this should have been your moment because in the next 4 years, we're going to have fresh candidates. Trump is not going to exist. Biden is not going to exist in the next 4 years. We're going to have fresh faces running. We're going to have new candidates, new everything. And Kamala, is going to be very hard for you to run for president. This should have been your moment. These white motherfuckers